call that the market.
Okay, it is 5:30 and time to call a meeting to order. If you would, please rise and join us in the pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, we've had a chance to look at the September 28th minutes. Anybody have any questions or comments about the minutes? Is there a motion to approve the minutes as presented?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Mearsclaw?
Yay.
Mr. Wade?
Yeah. And the fiscal officers.
Nothing to report tonight. You guys got all the bills and,
We've had a chance to take a look at all the bills. Steve, do you have any questions about them?
No.
Is there a motion to pay the bills?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Mearsclaw?
Yeah.
Mr. Wade?
Yeah. Anything under unfinished business? Anybody have anything under unfinished business? We're kind of technical here. It's just me. Okay, we're moving on to new business administration. Nothing at this time? Okay.
No, sir.
Police District, we have a step increase recommendation for Officer Jeffrey Sketter. Move from step 5 to step 6 with the appropriate pay increase. Is there a motion to approve this step increase?
So moved.
Second?
Mr. Mearsclaw?
Yay.
Mr. Wade?
Yay. And then we have the Police District monthly report. Chief?
I didn't have any questions about there, fine. If you saw the news stuff last week, Sergeant Cornett's been working on a pretty ugly case since January, and involves some juveniles across the United States. A gentleman here in our community was interacting with, and it was pretty disgusting, some of the things he was asking them to do and so forth. So glad to get him off the street. Right now he's on just the counts in front of him right now, he's looking at 30 to life. And those counts will probably increase as the case progresses, so just an attaboy to them for weeding through that case. It was just ugly to look at, listen to. So.
Okay, very good, thank you. Anybody have any questions for the chief about his monthly report? Okay. Fire District, we have an orientation recommendation to accept Nathan Urban as a permanent full-time captain with the appropriate pay schedule. Is there a motion to accept Nathan Urban?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Mearsclaw?
Yeah.
Mr. Wade?
Yeah. And then we need to accept Jason Jeffers as a permanent full-time firefighter paramedic. So a motion to move Jason to the permanent status with appropriate pay increase.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Mearsclaw?
Yay.
Mr. Wade?
Yeah. And we have the fire district's monthly report. Chief?
I have a couple things. The first, we had a large-scale exercise out at Enterprise. Sent out an email that morning. Exercise went really well. It's helping us identify any issues that may exist with pre-plans that we've drawn, resources we might be able to pull in. It also let us detail out both to the owners and to the county some of the infrastructure issues that we have for water delivery and how that's going to hinder us, things that may not have been fully realized several years ago when this was broached.
Yeah, I don't know, they probably realize it, but they forgot it by now.
I could,
I'm sure of that.
and the other
It was
is,
pretty clear back then.
yeah, we were grossly underwater to be able to handle anything out there.
Well, you weren't here, you weren't involved in that, as I recall, but we hoped that the county was going to build a water facility there, and at one point they were, and then that just kind of fell through. And with the help of the entities that are out there to help us so we could have enough water to do something, but that all fell through.
Unfortunately. So hopefully that'll renew some conversation on it.
Yeah, I hope it does.
The other is our Lucas chest compression systems went in service on the 29th. We've already used those, and crews were very satisfied with the use of the equipment.
So you actually used those in an actual situation already? That's unfortunate, but they worked.
They were wonderful. It actually freed up, and we were able to keep a vehicle in service instead of where we would typically take personnel out of service to send with the ambulance to the hospital. So it replaces one firefighter during that cardiac arrest event for us.
Good deal. chief, you want to point out?
That's it. Thank you.
Anybody have any questions for the chief about the monthly report? Okay, moving on to the zoning department. Jeffrey, 4767.
Thought you guys needed another resolution.
Swimming pool.
Yeah.
I read
So-
that. It was a, yeah, that kind of whole thing.
Yeah, we're trying to solve the issue that was brought up in the past month about the automatic pool cover. In addition to that, some of the tweaking that needed to occur when you have decks interacting with above-ground swimming pools. Trying to get some of the verbiage that we've been doing solidified, so to speak. Looked at surrounding areas, and there is not a single standard, so to speak, of how people do it.
Okay.
So we've done Clearcreek way, which is we've established our own based upon the best ideas, and basically have placed an acre being our minimum lot size that would allow an automatic pool cover to exist, but you have to have an increased setback of 50 feet, which basically came from Beaver Creek. The city of Beaver Creek has that as a threshold. They have it at a 2-acre lot size, but we want it to be at the R1 where we were getting a lot of requests and above. So you have to separate yourself, and you have the opportunity. Something we'd have further discussion, that is, as currently drafted, if you guys want additional modifications before we do an amendment initiation, happy to make changes and go forth, but this is the draft as it exists now.
Okay. I didn't see anything that I had a better idea of. It's,
Okay.
you know, it's one of those things we may have to tweak down the road or something. But
Oh, for sure, and this is just the starting of the process to get public comment.
Yeah.
We may find out that it's something that we don't want to pursue at all, but
we may
wanted to put our first foot forward, and here it is.
Yep, wow, good work, as usual. Okay, any questions for Jeff about resolution 4767? For a motion to approve 4767. So moved. Second. Roll call, please.
Mr. Mearsclaw?
Yay.
Mr. Wade?
Okay. See how that slipped right back to Mary Linda?
I did.
Okay. And we also have, need to set a date for a map amendment for 3405 and 3466, say about 741.
Yeah, this was initiated ultimately by the zoning commission. We had some issues with timing, so then we had the Red Lion United Methodist Church actually become the agent for the request, so that we can clean up some zoning, basically on the map, clean up some issues based upon what they had previously done with another property. So ultimately, we need to set a date. I'm looking for November the 9th at 5:30 if you're available.
Don't see any reason why not. Okay. So a motion to set this public hearing for the November 9th at 5:30 p.m.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Mearsclaw?
Yeah.
Mr. Wade?
Yeah. Okay. Anything else, Jeff?
Yeah, actually, I do have a couple add-ons. I do have a monthly report. Should have been in your packet, but was absent from the agenda.
Okay.
Standard monthly. I can answer questions. I'm a little amazed that individuals went through all the process for expansion of legal non-conforming for the Board of Zoning Appeals, and the day of, they withdrew their request. So
Really?
that's the only baffling idea that's come through the monthly, but I can answer questions about the numbers.
It's certainly have a huge increase in the number of single-family dwellings.
Yeah.
That's-
Well, we have Soraya Farms and Villages of Wayne Creek, both with some final plats out there that have opened up some more. Also with Crown Point is in the process of doing theirs, so we'll have that, but Country Brook North to their final sections also. So we should continue to ride the wave.
Okay. Yeah, very good. Anybody have any questions for Jeff of his monthly report? Do you have anything else, Jeff?
Yeah, I have one more add-on if I could, sir. As you're aware, we're looking for Board of Zoning Appeals members, and wanted to see tentatively if I do get a lot of people through, what day would work best for you. We wanted to go back to November the 9th to see if you had availability prior to the 5:30 meeting or after, to block off no more than an hour of time to do those interviews, provided we do get a number of people through. If we don't, then I'll pull back the time necessary or remove that from that date.
I can do before or after.
which would you prefer to put forth?
I would prefer before.
Would Jason be able to make it?
No. I don't know about Jason earlier.
Well, I mean, at this point, it's tentative, I don't have to have a time until the next meeting as definitive.
Okay.
I just wanted to get it on your calendars and start talking.
Yeah, that day actually works for me. So I'll put it down as tentative.
Okay.
Put it on my phone when I have time.
And I'll finalize with you at the next meeting.
Do you reach out to people that maybe have applied in the past that for some reason, okay,
Yep.
okay.
Shake all the bushes, tree limbs that we can find.
I understand.
Okay.
All right, cool, that's the only other thing I have to see.
Okay, very good, thank you.
Thank you.
Road Department, monthly report.
Scott is on vacation this week, so I'll give you a nutshell. I know they've been out doing a lot of ditch work. They actually got the county to cooperate with their grade all on Station House Road. There was an area that was set back pretty far and kind of wide. They did a really nice job getting that cleaned out, if you saw it before. And they're gonna do the other part across the street from where they did this. Otherwise, they're out doing ditches all the time. They've continued to fight with the backhoe, which is something I'm gonna talk to you about when budget time comes. It's just had problem after problem.
Didn't know that, that's too
The
bad.
backhoe or the tool cap?
The backhoe,
Okay.
I'll give you a full summary. Scott and I will come and give you a full
Okay.
summary of the issues they've had.
All right.
But it blew a hose in the middle of the road, dumped a bunch of hydraulic oil. I mean, it's just been one thing after the other. Anyway, a lot of ditch repairs. They've done a lot of road repair. I know they're, Summerfield, they're out there this week working on some of the transverse cracks. Those are the ones that go across the streets. We seem to have those. I think that's a spring-fed situation with the soils underneath. Brine tanks in around the back side of the building, so they'll be able to do their own brining, mixing, and so forth this year, which is something Scott's been planning on. And High Mount, I don't know if you remember the High Mount water issue,
Yes.
where it was, we had to get with them and say, can you do something? And they did do something. They ran drain tile down and connected into
That's the one that froze over and was real dangerous.
It was getting
right?
into the road,
Okay,
yeah, and so they connected into the, I call it a tow drain. It's what's behind the curb to run it to the catch basin, so that was successful. I haven't been up there with Scott to see if it dried it out enough, but that worked, and
Good.
at least one person was happy without having rain for quite a while here recently.
Good point.
And a lot of sign replacements, as you probably see driving around.
Good. Anything else? Okay. Anything under staff updates?
No, sir.
Okay. We do, anybody have any questions or comments about anything else? We do have an executive session scheduled. Comments, if I have anything? Okay, hearing none, is there a motion to approve 4768, which would be a motion to recess this meeting and go to executive session?
So
Excuse me? Yes.
Before you do that, I forgot, there's the informational meeting Wednesday at 6.
Oh, yeah.
Energy Alliances will be here, and they're gonna be able to talk about aggregation in general as an idea and how this would move forward, but it will also explain the ballot issue and the impacts of that, or potential impacts of it. That's Wednesday at 6, right here.
And it's on the calendar.
It's on the calendar, and there's a note on the website.
Okay. And now, motion on resolution 4760. So, second.
Mr. Mearsclaw?
Yay.
Mr. White?
Yeah. Jack, do we expect any action after this? I think so. After this executive session?
Oh, no, you mean other than just adjourning the meeting? No, not that I'm aware of.
Okay. That's what it looks like. Very good, well, we shall be back.